Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound, and we love numismatics. And today we got a really hot topic for you, one in which I get a lot of feedback, maybe a little bit of criticism on, but I figure I'd do a video to help outline and help kind of, just kind of clarify things when it comes to breaking down mint and proof sets and special mint sets. I I think just with like everything else, there's a time and place to do this sort of thing. So I wanted to weigh the pros and cons to both. Okay, now I'm gonna kind of kick this off and talk about the most generalized, response I've received in terms of breaking down sets is that you don't. Okay, and this is something that depending. I think the key to this whole endeavor is what is it exactly that you're considering breaking, and what are you going to do with the coins afterwards? Are they going to stay in your collection, or are they going to go in an album? Do you foresee just holding on to these as an investment vehicle? Because right now, okay, let's talk about the market. The market is very bearish on these type of coins. So anything modern, anything post, I would say 1964. Someone would even say go back as far as like 57, 58 for these sets. Because at that point they're just kind of still affordable unless you get into the mid sets. They could be a little bit tough. But identifying exactly what you're going to do with the coins is extremely important before you decide to break open any of these jewel cases. Okay, because first of all, I am in agreement with this one thing. It's always easier to sell a complete set of something in one shot than selling individual coins. Okay, let's say you cracked open this mint set, okay, and then later on down the line you wanted to sell it just because you're getting out of the hobby, or maybe your collecting direction had changed. It's going to be extremely difficult to take this set, which, by the way, this is a Denver mint set that you could probably sell for about $3-4 online, and then try and sell them individually. I think coins like this end up in the change jar, as opposed to being sold on the secondary market, because kind of that premium factor is lost in translation when it comes to the resale market. So that clarifies, when it's appropriate not to break it down. It's again, it's much more appealing to a collector or consumer when they could buy the entire set as is. Okay, and then they could do whatever they want with it. Oftentimes, like these older mint sets, will go into albums, or they'll go in some sort of presentation which makes sense. And as opposed to just selling it like this, people like to, with the help of Pinterest and other sites, people will do their own like album type, fancified type stuff, which I've seen, and some of them are, honestly, quite imaginative. So the second piece of it is trying to determine the exact interaction between a collector breaking it open and then trying to find what gain he or she gets out of it. Typically, the mid sets, especially the post 2000 sets, will be broken down and put into albums. Okay, very rarely would these be taken apart and then put into 2x2s for resale. Okay, the amount of profit made from such a practice is so low that it's not even worth the hassle. So typically, okay, someone will take apart, again, the business strike mid sets for albums. Now, the proof is kind of a different story. There's a few things involved, and some of it is the market. Another is grading. I did a video a few days ago regarding how cheap Proof 70 Lincoln cents are. So would it be worth it to break down a set to send off a coin to grading when you're going to get back a $20 coin after you've spent $25 in fees and shipping and so on and so forth? That's a bad example as to why you would break this down, obviously, but there are certain coins, like the silver quarters, especially the mid 90s quarters that grade out really high sell for many hundreds of dollars. Okay, so there's that one example as to why you would break it down. Of course, it's all a gamble. If grading moderns is your thing, all the more power to you. But it's been my experience that breaking down this caliber of set to do specifically that. Again, if you're in the business to be kind of like a dealer slash flipper, it's extremely difficult. Okay, that I'm just going to tell you right now. If you're looking to make a quick buck doing that, the odds are certainly against you. All right, but another thing to keep in mind, and I actually have examples here, is varieties. Now, this is a 1981 quarter and Jefferson nickel. They are the San Francisco minted proof coins. Now, I have them actually in this double flip here. But these are type 2 coins. These coins on a singular level sell for so much more money. Okay, a regular proof quarter with a type 1 mint mark would typically sell for about $1. The type 2 ball serif mint mark coins sell for about 5 times that. So that's a reason why I would break down a 1981 proof set, is to pull out the tougher varieties. So you find double dies all the time in these sets right here. Not specifically these, but the sets from the early 70s. There's a lot of double die obverse coins, and like the $50 that's exclusive to the mint set. And I would break that down with the prospect of maybe sending it into like an NGC or a PCGS for variety attribution. All right, and that's a coin that'll sell for many times what the original cost of the mint set was. So if you can imagine this being sold in 1971 for $1.45, and then turn around and profit, $40-50 because of a variety attribution, that would all seem worth it. I've attempted to sell some of these sets with repunched mint marks and double dies, and feel like that I've sold a lot of completed sets for near what the going market is. So if you sell a variety along with this and keep it in the set, the associated premium is not going to be as high as, say, if you take out that coin and then do something with it. But that pretty much, I think in the, again, the general sense, kind of help clarifies why you would even consider breaking down some of these presentation pieces. As you can see, I have a number of them that's still in the original holder. I have a ton of this material in their original U.S. Mint government packaging. And more than likely they will stay in there. There is absolutely no reason why you would break this down. This is all silver quarters, by the way. It sells for about the same amount of money because these have virtually no premium. They sell for around melt, maybe a slight 5% premium. The market is really, again, it's really in a down, bearish time because the economy is so well. Okay, people buy these as a hedge for inflation and so on and so forth. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'd love to hear your guys' comments and feedback. We're all working on this together. Coin collecting, again, is based off of what we see in modern coinage first, and then all the other stuff second. So it really helps to kind of identify exactly, it's not so much a boundary, but being able to make smart decisions. Okay, because I know coin collecting is a fun hobby, but at the same time, it can be a financial outlet. It'd be a shame to see coins like this end up in bankrolls at the bank because we're thinking about the quick, immediate money at that point in time. But again, if you enjoy the content, please hit like, subscribe, Blue Ridge Silverhound. Again, we love numismatics. Okay, that's the technical term for coin and currency collecting. And hit the bell for instant notification. You will find that right here. As I put up new videos, you'll gain access to all the content, and you'll be notified ASAP. So it was a pleasure dealing with you guys. Love you guys. And as always, keep hunting, having fun, coin collecting, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.